If you've been reselling for very long, you're probably familiar with the term death pile. A death pile is those items that you've picked up over the past several months or even years that you've just never got around to listing. Well, this is my death pile, and this is where I'm getting the seed money for the new series, which I'm calling the Grail Hunt. Over the years, I've come across some super cool items that I wish I could have kept, like super rare or sealed games, or like the Jet Fighter controller for the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, or the Nintendo Vistion, which plays DVDs and Game Boy Advance games. But now we're in a place where I feel like I can really build a collection, and I've already got my eyes set on an item. It's $275, but the catch is I have to come up with the money by Friday, and it's Tuesday. So I'm gonna be digging today through my death pile and listing as much stuff as I possibly can to hopefully make some fast cash. But I'm gonna start digging through boxes and show you guys what I come up with. Now I do have a couple of rules for the series. One, no outside money. So the money that I use to buy items to flip or games for the collection has to come from this death pile. And then number two, games must be purchased in person, no ordering off eBay. I know this game does not work. This one looks good, feels good. I should be able to sell this one. Random cheaper Pokemon stuff. Incomplete Pokemon Play-Doh. I think this stuff works. Kind of neat. Oh, that's gross. Still sell. Bought these at an auction. If they would work, that would be a good sell. It'll still be a decent sell, parts only, but I can't get them to work. Don't know if this works. I could sell it as is. Can't really sell these unless I sell them locally. Those are all knockoffs, so I think I paid full price. But all of this stuff is from a friend. If I sell it, I'll need to pay him half, but I need to get it listed. I think I've got some actual value here, although I don't think this one works. $8 or $10. Okay. I might sell the Genesis's locally. I don't think either of these Wii's work. Still sell them for parts. Genesis is everywhere. Bunch of parts, Now this one I can sell for parts and make a little bit. So I'm gonna get this one up tonight. Which I think this is mostly controllers for various systems. And most of these do not work, but I think some of them do. So I'm gonna try to lot it all together, sell it locally. Sealed Pokemon Fundo, Pokemon Yahtzee, Speaking Math. Okay.
Solve it, level 1.
I'm at level 1 and I can't even do this.
Solve it, level 1.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why I haven't listed it. So I know this Super Nintendo works, so this is going to be one of the first things that I get listed, because this can go for at least 80 or 90, maybe 100. All of these games are like lower dollar, but they came from like the same lot, and I'm thinking about putting them all together for like $5 a piece. All of this stuff, including the rolling cart, was included like with the house when we bought it. So I might just put a bunch of this stuff together and just sell it for super cheap for, you know, as much as I can get out of it, I guess. But the rolling cart itself should be worth around 100. I might list it for 50 and get rid of that. That'll make my wife happy. Actually, getting rid of a lot of this stuff will make my wife happy, so that'll be good. It's Wednesday night and things look pretty dire in here, but I do have some good news to share about some stuff I got listed. Between last night and this morning, I listed all of this stuff on eBay. I didn't find much more other than this Zelda cartridge, which would have been great except for it's been dropped. So I have it listed for 40 because I don't even know if it works or not, but no hits on that yet. But I did manage to sell the Super Nintendo locally for $85, so I'll add that to the bank. And then I sold a random lot of electronic stuff that was on that cart for $60. I also had some really good eBay sales, which I'm gonna take out 15% for eBay fees, but this system sold within about 15 minutes for $110, so probably priced that a little bit low. Then I sold both copies of Wii Sports and Shadow the Hedgehog to the same buyer for 12 bucks a piece. They do not work. Hopefully he can get them going after he resurfaces them. I sold this non-working Walkman for $10. This Genesis sold for $20. I sold this for $28.50. And while I was just filming, this sold for $15. So I'll update the totals. Honestly, I wasn't sure what all I had here, and I thought there was like a 50-50 chance of being able to get this done by Friday. But it's just Thursday, I have the money together, so I'm excited to go pick up this game. Would you happen to be Josh?
Yeah.
Good deal, man. Good to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, so my phone's with T-Mobile and I haven't had service like all day.
Oh no.
So my Wi-Fi was working at work and then I left and I just assumed it would just be back working. It was a glitch or something this morning and now it's, yeah, so I'm glad that you saw the camera or whatever. Just wanted to pop in real quick to say I feel really dumb because apparently earlier in the day I toggled off my mobile data by just pushing a button. I don't know how that happened. I didn't realize it was a thing, but my wife showed me that when I went to dinner with her and my kids, and she said I didn't say anything earlier because I figured that was the first thing that you checked, but I didn't. Yeah, awesome, man.
And I was like, like what am I gonna do with it? It's been with me forever. And
yeah.
If I keep it too long, a kid's gonna get a hold of it and like open it up or something and,
right.
and really make me sad, so.
Yeah, this is kind of like the very first game that I'm planning to keep. I was building a Mario collection a while back, had to sell it and do some like remodeling and stuff on the house.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is kind of starting fresh, so.
Yeah, I'm glad to stay in local.
Yeah, absolutely.
It,
I got it home and here is a closer look at the game. Of course, it's still sealed. There's the H seam on the back. And it's in really good condition. There are a couple like small marks like this one here on the plastic. And then the corners aren't perfect. One of them, yeah, this one is kind of messed up a little bit. But I'm super happy with the condition. Let me know in the comments, guys, would you grade this? I'm thinking about grading it just to kind of preserve it because I'm afraid I'm going to knock it off a shelf and like bust a corner or something. And I have no idea what it would grade. So if you have some experience with grading games, then let me know what you think it would grade at. I know I saw something over here earlier. This is so embarrassing. My wife is going to croak if she watches this all the way through. Okay, that's Nintendo. NES. Is this it? Okay. I think that'll fit. All right, it should be more protected than it was. I'm super excited about this first one, and hopefully it's the first of many. I actually sold a couple more items overnight, so I'll show you those now. That Zelda cartridge actually did sell for $40. The Wii stuff sold for $38. These Pokemon cards from McDonald's 2021 sold for $10 total. These are all still sealed, pretty cool. And the Tick sold for $9.99. So unless I sell something else, that'll be $135 that I get to take to a citywide yard sale tomorrow, and then potentially an auction on Saturday that has some cool stuff that I have my eye on. So if you're interested in this kind of content, please consider subscribing and look forward to that video coming out within the next week or so.